Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-June 2021 general love reading. This is your Girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. This is a general love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Sagittarius. This will not resonate with every Sagittarius that watches this message. And also, because this reading is general, not every message may be for you. So please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone who needs to hear that message. And if this reading is not for you at all, Sagittarius, I highly suggest checking out your other signs in different placements. Hi Cross Watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Sagittarius. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Sagittarius and Cross Watchers that energy is fluid. This means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You are more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles as you listen to the reading if that resonates with your specific situation the most. Now, this is an important message, an important notification I'm about to say. I do not provide personal readings at this time. I do not have a WhatsApp account, and lately there have been scammers pretending to be me, commenting on your comments, asking for free, or telling you about a free reading. It's not me. Please look at the name. If it's not Mermaid Scales Tarot, it's a hacker, and you have my permission to report them, even call them out, because it's really not fair, it's not right, and just to let you guys know about that, okay? All right, now that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so Sagittarius, for this reading, I'm tuning to an energy that is in or around your energetic field that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you in this very moment. I'm going to ask right now, how do they feel about you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they think when they think about you? What do they like about the connection that they have with you currently? And what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you? Man, Sagittarius. Okay, so a lot of different things I'm picking up here. First of all, the major signs are coming through currently. The signs are Virgo, Taurus, Libra, and any fire sign. Sagittarius, you're possibly dealing with another Sagittarius, Leo or Aries. This does not absolutely have to be the case, but these are the signs that are coming through very, very strongly at this time. Sagittarius, someone feels very happy to have you in their lives. They really want to create more out of this. They are wondering when they'll see you next. They want to already start planning something with you currently. I don't know if that's just as a date. Even I'm hearing a vacation with you now that like restrictions are all cleared up. But even taking something to the next level, because Sagittarius, they really enjoy being with you, having you in their lives, and I feel that this hasn't been a commitment yet. It's just been talking, it's been dating, it's been hooking up for sure, but someone's really ready to have this take off, whether it's you, them, both of you, but the conversation needs to be said and had, and that's what they're kind of conflicted with, is when to have this conversation with you. Is it time to have this conversation with you? And how will you receive this if they were to tell you this? Because the Five of Swords is in their mental aspect about what they think about you. I'm sure if you're really just as on board with this as they are, or how you would react should they say, like, let's do this. I'm ready to be yours. I'm ready to be committed to you. Or at least, where is this going? If it's not a commitment yet, how can we start establishing a foundation to get it there? At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Eight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. So some of you with the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck, you could have met this person online through a dating app, Tinder, Bumble, Grindr. You could have met through social media. Someone could have slid in your DMs. But I mean, Sagittarius, since the moment you guys have met, it has been amazing as far as they see it. Like, you guys have been texting each other, communicating to each other every day. You know, if there are some certain pauses in communication, I feel like it's only for a few hours. It doesn't go on for very long. But someone's really excited here about meeting you, about having this with you. And I don't see there's a lot of stagnancy here. But the thing is that someone doesn't want to have this unless that someone else is all in. You know, and that's where I think someone's still being a bit cautious here. And I do feel this energy of, whether it's you or the other person, someone here does like their independence and really kind of sometimes has to withdraw their energy with the Hermit card here, just to reflect, just to recharge, just so they could, you know, someone definitely likes their alone time. And that could be concerning to someone because they don't fully understand, you know, that it's just who someone is. It's nothing personal. But I do need to be alone. I do need to have my alone time. I do need my bath. I do need my night where it's just to myself. But sometimes they misread that as being like not wanting to hang out, not being interested. And that's not the case for whoever needs to hear that. But Sagittarius, you're giving them everything that they want. They want more. They're excited to have this with you, and they're excited to see where this will go, if you feel the same way. I'm hearing home renovation. I don't know if someone's having, you know, remodeling their home, redesigning their home, even moving. Someone's moving or thinking about moving out of their current living space to something else. Anyway, let's dive into this. So how they feel about you. 3 of Wands. So this is Aries energy. I mean, they were looking for a long time to find that connection with someone that they just felt was the right match, was the right fit. And before you, Sagittarius, they were dating and just no one really hit it quite right. You know, no one really scored the way you have. I mean, that's so weird to say it that way. I don't know if someone is an athlete, plays games with their friends on the weekends, like basketball, soccer, you know, any sport, I guess. It doesn't have to be anything super specific, but they feel they really found something special here with you. And they're excited to move things forward with you. I mean, they're planning something about what we can do now to further this, to go further. I mean, what's very apparent here is, if you see on their legs right here, is the red thread of fate. And if you know about the red thread of fate, it's this idea that there's a soulmate connection here, that there's a bond here. And I don't feel like they're really conscious fully of it yet, but there is something special. They have a good feeling about this. And I think soon enough, both of you are going to kind of figure, if you haven't already, that this is a soulmate bond between the two of you. If you hear my dog snoring, I do apologize, but they're in the room currently. Yeah, I'm seeing, like, for someone out there, someone walked the other person home, or someone dropped them off, and they walked up to their front porch, their front door, and the first kiss that they've had with you was like there, or they still think about the first kiss that you guys have had together, and it was like, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but like electrifying. And someone really loves your kisses. They think you're a great kisser. They love your lips specifically. Maybe that's how you feel about them. Yeah, wow. Anyway, what they think though about this connection, about you in general, 5 of Swords, Aquarius energy. So I'm not really picking up that they view you as the Five of Swords per se, but they're like, okay, how do I talk about this? They're unsure of how to address this with you, communicate their feelings to you. And it's because they play this like scenario in their head of you rejecting them, or you not taking them seriously, or you eventually ghosting them in some way, even though that's like not the energy surrounding it. It's like the fear of it. And maybe it's because, again, like before dating you, they ran into a lot of dead ends, a lot of people that were just in it for the fun, or people who ended up ghosting them. You know, so that could be on their mind still very strongly. Or maybe perhaps you're Sagittarius. Like it's all of a matter of time before something bad happens. And I want to say that like there is no such thing as a perfect relationship. There are going to be times where you hit rocky roads, but I mean, I think to just fear that before you cross the bridge or even get to the bridge is something that's kind of making a block within this connection currently. But also I feel someone has a very sarcastic sense of humor. Kind of like the jokes you guys have between each other. You kind of, not like, of course, like brutally pick on each other, but you guys kind of like to, I don't know. It's like this kind of friendly joking towards each other, like, I don't know, inside jokes type of thing I'm picking up here. And I'm hearing like teasing, but of course not teasing in a negative, bullying way. If that's for you and this reading's for you, or like if that's how you feel about this person, this reading is not for you. Someone really likes to grab someone else's waist or like touch their lower back. If it's not the waist, it's the lower back for sure. I'm also seeing dancing, like someone could be a dancer or used to dance, or you guys have had a night where you were dancing together as well, and they think about that a lot. What they like the most about you, Sagittarius, is the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. So yeah, Sagittarius, you're someone that, you know, takes your time. You don't like to jump into things too quickly, especially from the experiences you've gone through in love. You've kind of learned the lesson that slow and steady wins the race. Or that, you know, there's nothing to rush. Everything happens in its own time. And I feel, Sagittarius, with love, you learned a lot about the lesson of surrender. And that has served you well with this, because they see that you're someone worthy of committing to. You mean business. You're not looking to play around, joke around. And the thing is, too, Sagittarius, you are kind of selective. You are a bit picky. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, really, it's kind of protecting your energy and figuring out from the start, like, who is going to be compatible with you off the bat and who isn't, and who's worth your time and who isn't. And they feel kind of, like, honored that you kind of chose them in a way, because they picked up on you about being picky. Picky about your food, picky about what you like to wear, picky about what the thermostat is set to and stuff like that. But I don't know, Sagittarius, they also view you as being very hardworking, very dedicated to your work specifically, to your friends. You're a great friend. You're always there for people when they need you. I just really feel with this Knight of Pentacles energy, they just feel like you're a great person. You're loyal, dependable, stable. And I don't know if there's instances where people have tried to like hit on you in front of this person when you guys would go out or slide in your DMs or something, but you kind of just pushed them off or pushed them away because A, they weren't impressing you, and B, you were already talking to this person. And I don't know how they know about it. Maybe they saw it, or maybe you told them about it. But they think you're really real too. Really real. You don't hide your feelings. You are who you are, and you don't change for anyone. I see that too with the Hermit here. Now let's talk about the Hermit. And this is what they don't like about you here. Someone So Sagittarius, I feel there are times when you kind of do come off a bit cold to this person or distant to this person, but I feel it's out of protection. I feel it comes out of a way for, again, you making really sure that this person isn't going to deceive you, play you. And others of you, though, if that's not so much the case, you really are someone that just needs your space. I feel always with the Hermit card that there's a level of empathy here where maybe you're just learning you're an empath, or you've always known it, and you know when you pick up on people's energies, you pick up on people's emotions that are not yours, and you've learned how to distance yourself just for the fact that A, you either need to recharge, or B, you know if you're acting in this mood of someone else's energy, it's not truly representing you. And that's why you kind of need to separate yourself. But for those of you that resonates with, when you do kind of isolate yourself, they view you as pushing them away, or that you're not interested, or that's the fear, right? That you're not interested. But again, like, they're ignoring the fact of how upfront you are, how real you are. And maybe that's why it's kind of correlating with the Five of Swords here of how do I say this to Sagittarius if, the fear is that they're not looking for anything more. They're happy with where things are right now. It just has to be communicated. I think a lot of you haven't talked about where this can go with this person because maybe it's relatively new. Maybe you just met them not too long ago, or, it's just someone has a fear of communication or is not great with communication, or is afraid if they talk or speak on a certain subject, it's going to make the other person retreat. But I don't feel like that's really the case here. I'm also seeing someone being intimate physically with another person on the floor, the bedroom floor, the living room floor. You'll know if that's for you. It's not for everyone. Let's go ahead and clarify the Hermit. I'm curious about this to see if there's anything I'm missing with this. Why is the Hermit here? What they don't like about Sagittarius. Five of Coins. Yeah, so when you do pull back your energy, when you do pull back your energy, really, and you kind of aren't responding, they wonder in those times or periods of no response if it is going to be the time you ghost them. It is the time you're just going to wrap things up and walk out of their life. Or maybe this is your fear of them, Sagittarius. Taurus energy coming through. For some of you, they're waiting for you to reply to a message right now that you haven't replied to yet, and right now they're worried about it, like why you haven't responded. Maybe vice versa. What they like the most about this connection, Sagittarius, is judgment. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, but as this card rules Pluto, it could also be Scorpio energy as well. They feel there's a bond here. They feel there's, I don't know, Sagittarius, like recently hanging out with you, getting to know you, there's been an awakening within them of what this could really be, and that maybe I finally found the one. After a long search, after a lot of failures, Sagittarius could be the one for me. And there's a realization here of this strong connection that they feel very, very, very strongly for. And that there's a purpose and a reason why you met. And I don't know, I'm getting that there's synchronicities that they see with you or you see with them. Maybe you mirror each other in that way. Like, they keep on seeing things that remind them of you. I'm seeing number synchronicities too, like 333, maybe a number you've been seeing a lot lately. Or someone's birthday, I guess, could be December 3rd, December 13th, perhaps November 23rd. But that there is something very, very strong and purposeful here between the two of you. Someone's someone's looking to have a family or to start a family, and they're worried about if they ever are going to, but feel that this is the closest that they could have, or I don't know, they feel this very, very strongly that there is a purpose between the two of you of being married, being bonded, having a family, starting all that. And I feel that they talk about you to their family members and their friends, and like they say, yeah, Sagittarius is a great match for you, or you guys really are compatible with one another. I'm hearing you bring out the best in each other. So like, I don't know if some of you feel like you're opposites, but like the opposites work well with one another because you bring to each other what the other lacks. I kind of want to clarify this card to see if there's anything else, because this feels very strong here. This feels like even your spirit guides, your ancestors, are sending you messages this way about this person, and vice versa, right? And I'm hearing something about a red car. Someone could have a red car. Why is Judgment here? Two of Swords, Ace of Swords, interesting. And then Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, yeah, so Sagittarius, I feel that this person was brought into your life, or you were brought into their life because it was a cycle ending of a strong karmic connection someone was bonded to, someone had to endure and go through, someone had to heal, and someone had to finally settle the score with some sort of karmic from the past. But now this person has entered your life, or you've entered each other's lives, as a purpose of healing this. And I feel for a while someone didn't want to open themselves up completely, or there still is some sort of protection here over an experience of someone from someone's past that really did betray them. I mean, we see traitor here very strongly, right? And then here's Three of Spears again coming through, Three of Wands. So yeah, this combination here tells me that this has been healed. This has been settled. Someone has signed a contract, a karmic contract to the universe saying, I'm done with this person, I'm ready for the new, and here's what comes in. But someone's afraid here that someone doesn't see it the same way, or that sees this connection in the same way. But again, it's all because someone's not talking about it, or you two are not talking about this. For whatever reason, again, out of protection, out of wondering if it's the right time. But maybe it's time to have that conversation and to have it be said. Libra energy, Gemini energy, Aquarius energy, a lot of air coming through. What someone doesn't like about the connection, Ace of Pentacles. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Again, is this something that someone wants to commit to? Are we ready for this? Can we take this to the next step? I want to start building a future with you, a life with you. But are you ready to do so? Are you ready to plant those seeds with me? Are you ready to grow this with me? Is this something that's going to be stable? I also get this fear here that someone may travel for work quite often, and maybe 2020 it kind of shut things down because obviously what was going on in the world. But now that things are opening up and picking up again, someone's worried about someone's work and having to travel all the time and being gone and being away. But I do want to say someone really loves holding you while you're in bed, cuddling together, spooning together, waking up with you in their arms, or vice versa, right? Highest hopes. The Empress. Taurus energy, Libra energy. I mean, to get this flourishing, growing, that this is something that is going to last, going to prosper, going to be fruitful. That you, especially so, like we all have divine masculine or feminine energy, but I feel that honestly, a masculine is waiting on a feminine energy here, and that the feminine will be ready, that the feminine will feel strongly about this. I mean, regardless if you're male or female, someone views you as the Empress here, someone that can create, someone that is very highly respected, someone who is just the right fit, the right match. And let's get this going, let's get this flourishing. And even again, like I picked up slightly on the family here, someone's ready and wanting to have a family, or at least start it. I know if you guys have recently met, obviously you're not going to get married tomorrow and have this family by the end of the year, but to think that you are the one I could have this with, everything with, children with. And if you are looking to start having kids, now may be the time. Someone may find out that they're pregnant, could be pregnant, or someone's hoping for that. Not for everyone. I'm also really picking up that someone has like a seashell on their dresser or on their nightstand. That could be confirmation for someone. Deepest fears. 6 of Swords, Aquarius energy. That maybe this is all just a daydream, all just temporary, and that eventually one's going to move on from the other, one's going to leave the other, one's going to be over it, doesn't see things the same, and that they'll have to move on in some way. But Sagittarius, you have this person completely encaptured by you. And they love your face. I know that sounds weird, but like something, you're very, especially with the Empress here, very beautiful, very handsome. They love just staring into your face, staring into your eyes. And it may kind of make you feel awkward. You look away because then the connection, the intensity when you stare into their eyes is kind of strong. And that may be with the Hermit pulling back a bit. But yeah, someone's afraid that they'll eventually have to move on, or again, if travel's an issue here between the two of you. I'm getting that someone has a basement too, perhaps, that you guys hang out in, or that it's like nicely decorated. I don't know, something connecting with a basement here. To see the likely outcome, we're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. But before we go, Sagittarius, I will pull a card from this deck here. And I'm going to ask if there's anything else on their mind about you, what they think about you, what they think about this that they haven't clearly said. Let's see. Anything else that Sagittarius needs to know about how they feel? I haven't told anyone how I feel about you. Yeah, including you. But like, I feel again that they've talked to you about you to their friends and family members, but really maybe has fully said, like, should I move on with Sagittarius? I'm in love with Sagittarius. Like, that's something they still haven't said, in case they're afraid if they were to fully reveal that, something bad is going to happen from it. And that could have been happening to someone from their past. When they said, I love you, that's when someone ran away. And they're afraid of that repeating. I was scared because I care so much. Yeah, this person has a lot of fears around some sort of either past relationship, experiences from that, or just rejection overall by you. You know, so Sagittarius, they have a lot that they're holding back that they want to say, but for some reason they're afraid you're going to leave them, you're going to ghost them, you're going to reject them. And a lot needs to be talked about and said if this is going to flourish into the Empress energy. There's no need to fear for whoever needs to hear that. But to see, are they going to finally bring this up, talk about it, what's likely to unfold from this? We're going to go ahead and take this to Vimeo for the extended reading. If you'd like to join me there, I'm going to overturn this card and pull some oracle cards as well to add to this likely outcome for you. And just dive into this connection deeper to see if there's anything else we could touch up on. If you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box and you'll find the link to Vimeo, which will take you to the reading. If this is where we depart, Sagittarius, I hope that this has resonated with you in some way. If it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. And finally, just to wrap things up, I am selecting winners for my 2-year anniversary giveaway on July 1st, which is right around the corner. For those of you who are interested, I am holding a 2-year anniversary giveaway celebrating my 2 years of starting the channel, and I want to give back to you guys for all your love and support. So I'm giving out a box full of goodies to some lucky subscribers containing candles, crystals, tarot decks, all that good stuff. So if you're interested in entering before it's too late, open up the description box, scroll down a little bit, and you'll find the rules of entry there in case you're interested. I love you, Sagittarius, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Sagittarius.